our third or sixth live in the birthday bash craft along. I keep saying that. I am Gina Rico, and I'm so excited to have you here today. We are going to have so much fun making our final projects. I hope you are going to love them as much as I do. I am so happy, and this is kind of rare for me to be doing a live on a Saturday, but here we all are. So I hope you're excited for some fun. I have two super cute projects for you, and I think you're going to love them. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull my live up here. I have a really cute card. Now, I'm just going to warn you, there's a lot of coloring pieces, but I think you're going to find that it's worth it. And then we also have a really kind of interesting little pouchy treat thing. So I think you're going to love that as well. It's super fun and really pretty easy. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about you when I first heard that, Beth Ann. I'm so glad that it did not crash on your house. Was it really close by? That's just so crazy. What a week, right? Oh my goodness. Well, here is a place of happy creative escape for you. No plane crashes. None of that is happening here. But I want to say hi to everybody who's joining live. Please let me know what you are, where you're coming from. I see Linda from Manitoba. I see Crystal from Iowa. I see Beth Ann, of course, from Philly. And then, oh my gosh, that was really close to your house, Beth Ann. Wow. Kathy, oh my gosh, 7 people died. I did not hear that part. I just saw that there was a crash, and I haven't really had a chance to like find anything out more about it. But I do know that I need a little color on my lips. That's what this live needs, is a little color. There's going to be a lot of color here in just a couple of minutes. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see. Hillary is from Albuquerque. Lisa is in Maryland. Another Lisa is from Missouri. Shella's from Kentucky. It's so fun to see all you guys on here. Kathy asked if I would do a class on, where did that go? A class on watercolor pencils. I actually do have a class on watercolor pencils, Kathy. I can, if you email me, I can give you a link to it. So yeah, I do have one. Let's see. It is so awesome to see you all here. So yay, thanks for joining me today. Now, if you are watching live or if you're catching the replay, I would be so grateful if you could give me the thumbs up. That just helps so much with YouTube. When you like my videos and comment on my videos, it shows up more in YouTube, and that really helps me a lot. So I would be just so grateful for that. So I want to remind you that this is the 6th day in our birthday bash series, where we have been making projects featuring the Darling Dinos bundle as well as the One More Year stamp set. And all of those projects are just so fun, so bright and cheerful and cute and creative, if I can just say. We've got cards, we've got 3D items like boxes and bags, and I don't know what you would call today's, kind of a pouch maybe. It's really cute though. Now, if you would like a PDF with photos, instructions, dimensions, and supplies for all of the projects that we've made throughout this entire event, I would be so grateful for your purchase of that PDF. You can also get it for free. So you can either purchase it for $25 or you can get it free in by placing an order in my online store. There's a link in the description of this video for you that has the link to my online store, as well as to register for the PDF. I do have one more kit. I said one more kit the other day, but then I had a bunch of people, and so I made up a few more, and I have one final kit left. So if you would like one, make sure to get registered for it right away, because I don't think it's going to last. I've had several people asking me about it over the last like 24 hours. So make sure you register for it. Also, if you would like the PDF for free with a $60 purchase, I also have a really great special going on. I have a card kit that you can get for free from the projects I made on my Monday Live, like my normal Monday Live that I normally do. And if you spend $75, you'll get an embellishment to go with it. So the best possible deal is to spend $75 in my online store. You'll get a free PDF for all of this week's projects. You'll get a free PDF and card kit to go with the projects I made on Monday. You will also get a free all-star video class bundle PDF. It's like triple bonanza. You'll get an embellishment from me, and you'll get a celebration item from Stampin' Up. That's like 5 things. It's a really great deal. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. Again, when you purchase from my online store as well as purchase that PDF, it helps support bringing all these videos to you all of each week. Or all the time, I'm trying to say. Anyway, one last thing to share is I think this was in yesterday's video. I don't even know for sure. But I talked about doing a organization series. I'm already working on that. So watch for more details about that coming up, because that is going to be a lot of fun. And I think a lot of people are really interested in how things are organized. And I'm hoping to do it in a way that you can share your organization tips with one another as well, because everybody has different spaces they're working with. Some people have a closet or a tote. Some people have a whole room. Some people have, like an area, or maybe a set of drawers, or whatever. So there's so many different options for organizing your stuff and how you store things, how you keep them handy, the space you create in. So I'm really looking forward to sharing some more about that coming up. So watch for details on that. I don't know if I'll have it next week necessarily, but yet this month we'll start talking about that. January has been a lot. I'm not going to lie, like a lot. So I'm hoping that we can get kind of get back to a normal. I've done more, I swear, this month than I have in like the last few months put together. It's just been a lot of things happening. So anyway, but it's all been so fun. I've been super busy, which has been great, because it is good to be busy, busier than it is to be not busy at all. Kathy said it looks like I'm doing my videos from another area. I'm not actually. I'm slightly tilted, but I'm in the exact same spot I normally am. There's 2 things happening. My video setup broke a couple days ago, and so I'm using a different thing to hold my video, which is not normal. And then and I have to tell you guys, my video setup, actually, let me see if I can even flip my camera so you can see, because it's kind of funny. I don't know if this will work quite right. Okay, so right in front, this is literally right in front of me. You can see right here, this is a PVC pipe thing that my husband built for me. Sorry, that just jiggled. Like when I very first started doing videos. And this is an old style selfie stick, which I don't even think they have anymore. Hold on. And it's like a telescoping thing that is clipped onto this PVC pipe mount. And this thing right here that's up close and out of focus is what my phone attached to, but it broke. It's, the plastic thing that actually held this broke the other day. So long story short, we were trying to, let me flip my thing back. We were trying to figure out how to fix that. And like I said, they don't really sell telescoping selfie sticks that I'm aware of. I mean, you used to be able to get them for like $5. And that has worked for, I would say, at minimum 10 years, maybe 12 to 14. I'm not sure how long I've been doing videos. Actually, I want to say I started doing videos maybe in 2014, 2012, somewhere in there. Anyway, so this is serious. Wait, when was the Olympics in, when were the Olympics in Brazil? I want to say that was, no, it was before that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've been doing videos for a long time with that selfie stick. So we're in the process of fixing it, but it's just, we've not had time between my husband's schedule and my schedule. We haven't had time to fix it. So I've got this clampy thing on my desk right now that has been working. And that is what I'm using for my videos for the next couple days. So this messy desk behind you, actually it's only messy because all of my projects from our lives are sitting all back there, but that desk is always behind me. I'm just slightly turned, and you can all see my my huge window in my room, which you probably didn't even know existed. But yeah, this is me. And if I go like there, that's what you normally see. So I'm literally just turned ever so slightly, so you can see my my Stampin' Cut and Boss machines here. All my embellishments are here. Behind it are all of my die sets. And then back here is my computer desk with, I have 2 screens back here. So yeah, those are all the things. It's all the same. But yeah, I hope that makes you giggle a little bit to see how things actually work here. It's really funny when people come and see my space for the first time. They're like, well, where do your videos get shot? Like, they can't believe it's this not tiny space, but it's not like, I don't know, a big fancy studio or anything. It's just my desk where I stamp. So anyway, all right, well, I think it's time to get stamping. So I'm going to tell you to close your eyes for just a second while I adjust my camera, just because I don't want you to get like seasick, because this is new to me. So the adjustment isn't, let's just say, smooth. Okay, now I got this to work yesterday. I just need to, you'd be surprised, it's actually harder than you think to just get your camera to move to the right spot. Okay. I feel like that's going to work. All right. Okay, now I'm going to put my phone with the comments over here so I can see it. And it's funny because there's a little lag in my video, so I like to know. There, that looks good. I like to know. Oh, that's a little crooked. Okay, hopefully this line is a little more straight because it's crooked right now. All right. So we are going to be making some super cute projects. Again, our birthday bash PDF is like 36 pages, 35 pages, something like that. It is just so amazing. And if you already ordered the PDF, you're going to get it again. And the reason is I found a couple very small errors, like really minute errors, that I have fixed. And then for today's project, I'm going to put a little chart. There wasn't a chart in there, and I think this project needs a chart. So hopefully you won't mind that I am resending it just with those couple of little tweaks, just because, you know. And then I think I might also try and add a few projects at the end, just some extra bonus ideas for you. So I think you'll enjoy that. So if you have already gotten your PDF, you're going to get it again. So just watch for that. Okay. Now, today we're going to start with let's see. I seriously almost said lavender lace. Highland Heather. I don't know why, but that color still sticks in my mind. It's been retired for years from Stampin' Up, but there we go. Okay, so I will also tell you, this is really bad. When I get frustrated or stressed, I bite my nails, and I have bitten a few of my nails because of this dumb camera setup. And so now they're kind of looking, so I apologize about my bad looking nails. I need to get them done, but I didn't have time to do that yet today. Oh, I'm telling you, you get really used to your setup, and then when it changes, it's not good. So, all right. I'm going to start with a piece of my Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper, which, my gosh, it's just so cute. We're going to use this fun pattern right here, and I just need a 1-inch piece of it. So I'll take and cut that. And then I'm also going to take and cut another piece at 1 inch as well, actually 1¼ inches. And we're going to add that to the inside of our card. So one piece is for the outside, one is for the inside. And whenever I cut pieces like this, I like to just cut them the full length, and then I trim them to match up to my cardstock. And the reason is because sometimes when you cut cardstock, the cardstock might not be exactly correct. You know, like your 5¼ might actually be 5 and like 3/16 instead of a quarter or something, you know what I mean? So I don't want my piece to not fit correctly. It's just a pet peeve of mine. Okay, so let's adhere these two pieces because that's the best way to not lose them. So I'm going to put one piece right here, and this is going to go on the inside of my card. And then as I was mentioning, I'm going to take, ooh, not my ribbon scissors, but my regular scissors, and trim this off. I just think that's the easiest way to do it, like that. And then I'm going to take this piece and put it on my other piece of basic white, and both of these are just 4 by 5¼ and put that down right here. And this is going to be kind of the basis for the bottom of our card, like that. And once again, we'll trim off that excess. And now it's perfect and everybody's happy. Okay. I am going to then do some stamping, and I'm going to fill you in on all the stamping because well, this one is kind of, it's a little bit of a lot. Stamping and die cutting. I did these all ahead. Now, as I have been doing all week long, I've been stamping and die cutting with scraps of basic white cardstock and using my Memento ink pad. So I need 3 dinosaurs. I need 3 balloons. I need 3 flowers. Okay. I need 1 set of rocks. I need 3 accessories. One is a top hat, one is a party hat, and one is a bow tie, because we are going to have fancy dinosaurs, not regular dinosaurs. And then I need 4 bushes. And these are all just super duper cute little additions that we're going to add at the end. These are cut from scraps of Granny Apple Green. So now what we're going to do is color all of these. And for coloring, we are going to, again, use our Stampin' Blends because they are just the best. Today, I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather, just got to make sure I got Highland and not Fresh Freesia. There we go. Highland Heather, Smoky Slate, and Basic Black. Okay, so here is our little rainbow of blends because this is pretty. I love having that. And then we're going to start coloring our different pieces. So I'm going to start with our first dinosaur, and we're going to go with our Flirty Flamingo. And I love this because, you know, the colors today are a little bit different than some of the colors we've been using. And I think that's fun to just see some different color combinations on these dinosaurs. Now, obviously, you can do any kind of color combinations you want when you're coloring your dinosaurs. They don't have to match mine by any stretch, but I like, giving you some options. Okay, so I'm going to start with my dark, as I have, that's kind of my system, is to start with dark and then blend to light. But you don't have to. You can do it however you like. Okay. And I saw someone say they've been loving this series, and I love to hear that. So thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I was really excited about the opportunity to do this, and I feel like we're going to do it again, maybe in a month or two. So maybe, well, I should say a couple, 2-3 months. But it's going to be a lot of fun to continue to inspire you. And you know what? I'm finding that I think this Stampin' Blend might be dry. That's not good. Sometimes when that happens, the other end might still be wet. Oh no, that one looks even worse. Can we get through this card with this marker? I'm not sure. Flirty Flamingo is actually a color I don't use a ton because I often reach for Melon Mambo. But I'm hoping I can make it work because I think it does look cute in this project. I am constantly amazed by how long my blends have lasted. I use them quite a bit, as you probably know, between classes and videos and, stamping projects. I do lots of swaps. I do a lot of things with Stampin' Blends, and I have to say, I don't think I've ever replaced this one since it came out. So it's been several years. And I think the good news is I think we're getting it. There's enough, I could squeeze enough of the liquid out of this, but you can see it's pretty dry. So it's had some better days in life, but we'll get that replaced. I really do have to say though, they've lasted me a good long time. All right, now on this part, we're going to use some Melon Mambo. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to start, I'm pretty sure this is my dark. Start with these little lines. I like to put some color on those, and then we'll blend. Another thing you can do too is, especially if you're really close to being done coloring with something, you can use your color lifter to just kind of help blend that last little bit if needed. If nothing else, it will sort of float that color to the remainder of the space, depending on how much color and how much space you need. The color lifter can maybe help you limp to the very, just to completing your project anyway, which can be super helpful. Okay, so there we go. And how fun is that? I love how cute that is. Now I'm going to do some of the dots with my light, and then I'll do the remainder in my dark. And then we'll do the horns with the Highland Heather. So this is just so cute. Okay, so now here's what I mean by the color lifter. Is I see I just am a teeny bit shy of the color right there. So I'm just going to put my color lifter to kind of blend that area, and now you can't tell. And same with right there. It just kind of gets it in there. I mean, it's light, but now it doesn't look like an empty spot so much. It looks kind of blended. It'll be all good. All right, then we'll take our Highland Heather, and I'm going to do every other stripe with light and dark. So I'll start with my dark, and then we'll repeat. So cute. If you're coming in late, let us know where you are from and how things are in your neck of the woods. Oh my gosh, I sound like Al Roker. Okay, so there is our first dino. So cute. I'm going to do my second dino, and in this one, I'm going to do Granny Apple Green. I am going to do his tummy in Flirty Flamingo, and let's see. Another tip, by the way, is normally you'd store these flat. Another tip is to store them so that the ink will pool at whatever end you want to use, and sometimes that can be really helpful. Let's see, this is my dark, right? Yes, I'm going to do my, so I did tummy, and maybe I'll do the nails in Flirty Flamingo, which kind of cracks me up. And then I'll do the spikes in Melon Mambo. And then the dinosaur itself is in Granny Apple Green. And then the spots are in Highland Heather. So I just love coloring all these different colors. Beth is in sunny Ohio. It's cloudy but bright today, so that's nice. It was pretty dreary yesterday for a while, and then kind of towards the end of the day, it got bright, which was nice. Okay, so I'm gonna color this in. Like so. And then we'll go light on the back. So this week I've shown you many ways to color this T-Rex. I'll tell you that. We've done quite a few variations of him in particular. And I still think he looks like Pete's dragon. Or I should say, I don't know, is Pete the kid? I suppose Pete is the kid. I can't remember. Does the dragon have a name? I just remember there was a Pete and a dragon. I'm not sure. I suppose if it's Pete's dragon, Pete's the kid, and the dragon is something else. I will say, I believe that movie is somewhere in the vicinity of the same age as me. So it's not really, let's just say, not a new release. And I hope that's giving you a giggle. I told, gosh, who was I telling? Somebody the other day that I felt really old. Oh, I know. I felt old because I was on my phone looking at the headlines, and there was some celebrity something or other happening, and they were listing these names of people, and I didn't know who any of them were. And I don't know if they're like reality TV stars or if they're like teeny tweeny type actors and actresses, but I thought, wow, I'm getting pretty old that I don't even recognize their names. It's kind of funny. Okay, so we've got that colored. We need some Highland Heather for the dots. I think I will use my dark for that. I just love how easy and cute the coloring is on these. It's just, they're so fun to color, and there's just such, you know, they're just so vivid and bright when you're done because of that. Now I think we can get, oh, look at that. Except this was, you know, that is light. That's the one I need to replace. But I popped this with the ink flowing down, and it kind of reinvigorated it. So I think we're good to go. Yay. All right. And then last but not least, we have our final dinosaur. We're going to do the background in Highland Heather and the dots, or the spots on him in Granny Apple Green. And then we're going to do the coloring of the other parts of this, like the accessories. So today's card is a little on the putsy side from the coloring standpoint, but oh my gosh, when it's all put together, you're just going to be like, wow. And I think the other thing to remember with all of the projects we've been showing this week is that you can totally recreate them, whether it's dinosaurs or, you know, we've got quite a few critter stamp sets. Somebody the other day mentioned using the cow set we had. We've had sheep, we've had otters, we've had pandas, we've had penguins, we've had, what else have we had? Pigs, a multitude of barnyard animals. So every year we kind of add to the critters. Oh, chickens. I mean, literally any of these little creatures would work with the projects that we've been making. So you can really have these projects fit with lots of different stamps. If you're not into the dinos, that's okay. Even though I would say they're pretty dang cute and I really like them, even though I don't have, you know, young kids or grandkids or anything like that in my life. I love working with this set, and I would send this to a friend because it's so cute. I mean, who wouldn't like a birthday card that's with one of these brightly colored dinosaurs? I mean, for sure. So anyway, keep in mind that even if you don't have the dino set, you can make these projects with something you do have that is going to be just as cute, because it's really about the coloring skills and the design of the cards. So, oh, thank you, Janet. I'm so glad you've enjoyed the projects. They are so cheerful, aren't they? That's, I think, what I love about them the most is just how bright and fun they are. And when it's a dreary winter's day, this is for sure the perfect thing for lifting your mood, right? Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of my dark granny apple on this one, and then I'll continue to the light. And if you're new to watercoloring, that's just, the word watercoloring just kind of comes out of my mouth out of habit. But if you're new to coloring with blends, these are perfect projects to work on because they're not too big, so you can get them done in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, now we're going to do our 3 balloons. I'm going to do a flirty flamingo, a melon mambo, and a lavender. Oh my gosh, I said it again, lavender lace. What am I thinking? Crazy talk from Dina, sorry. Okay, so let's do our flirty flamingo. So I've got part light. Okay. See, it could do that tiny little stripe. We're making it work. But this for sure is a marker I need to replace. Okay, we've done flirty flamingo. Now let's do Highland Heather. If I could change something about these markers, I would have the dark and light on like all sides of the marker barrel, because if you don't have it pointed in the right direction, it's hard to know what side it is without, you know, turning it. But I think one of the brilliant things they have on here is which end is the bullet end and which end is the brush end. So bullet end is the skinny one, brush end is the fat line. So that's handy, and that is on more than one side. Okay, and then last but not least, our melon mambo. And oh my goodness, these are so cute. I can't wait to put the top hat on. We haven't used the top hat yet this week, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Hello, Karen from Irvine. Good to see you here. Again, if you're watching, I would be so grateful for the thumbs up and for the subscription to my channel. That really helps. Ooh, Hillary says, I put labels on all sides of my markers. Oh, well, that's smart. That's a great idea, Hillary. Thanks for sharing that. Janet said these cards are perfect for all the little ones. Oh, that's for sure. 24 for grandkids, nieces, and nephews, and your boys next door. That's awesome. So sweet. Okay, now let's do the accessories. Because, you know, no dinosaur is complete without an accessory. So one of them is going to get one, or each dinosaur is going to get one of these accessories. So we're going to put the top hat over here, the party hat over here, and the bow tie over here. So we want to make sure they coordinate, because no dinosaur is going to be wearing a non-coordinating accessory. So I'm going to do Highland Heather for the bow tie. And I also, by the way, think this could work as a bow, like in your hair. There isn't necessarily hair on these, you know, but like you could put this right here if you wanted, or right here on your dinosaur, just so you know. Then I'm going to do, again, Highland Heather on this one, the top hat. So I've got a little Highland Heather there. And actually, I'm going to do a stripe quick while I have this open over here. Oh my gosh, residents of a nursing home. That is another really great place. They would get a kick out of these too. Absolutely. Speaking of residents of a nursing home, this is really funny. My husband and I have been watching the show Landman, which is, it's by the guy who does Yellowstone. And there's a scene where, his wife goes to like a retirement home with their teenage daughter, and they bring drinks and game. Like it shows in the show that she goes shopping to Michael's. They bring drinks, like alcoholic drinks and games, into the like old people's home, and they play games with them. It's so funny. That was on the last episode that we watched. It made me crack up. Okay, so there's my black Stampin' Blends and a little bit of Highland Heather. Okay, so that is going to go on him. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And then back to our hat, we just need a couple more colors. I think we'll stick with the pink and purple on here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So now we've got those colored. So that's all set, and that's going to go on here. Okay, so now we've got them accessorized. The last thing we need to do is a couple things to just add some fun to this. Okay, so I'm going to take and color in my rocks. I've been using gray granite, but on this one we're going to use some smoky slate. Again, just to change it up. Smoky slate is a little bit cooler gray color, whereas gray granite is a warmer gray color, and either one will work on any of the projects. So, you know, if you don't have one or the other, use what you've got. I will say I do enjoy the gray granite quite a bit, but smoky slate is one I use quite often as well. They're both really good ones. Okay, so there's that. Then we've got our cute little flowers. So I'll start and do my granny apple green on each of them because that's easy. So I'll just add some dark, and then we'll blend with the light, and then we'll color each flower a little bit differently. And then we're done coloring already. Now, I know that this is a lot of coloring, but I think it really helps. What I went ahead and did was I figured out all the pieces I need to die cut, and then and then I die cut them before I colored them, because there is nothing more just sad in this world than if you were to color all these and then when you die cut them, they moved off. When I do die cut things, I use Post-its. I keep little pads of the mini Post-its handy near my die cutting machine so that I can use them. You can also use washi tape, whatever you prefer. I like Post-its. I feel it's easier to pull them off, but that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, the projects are just, it just breaks your heart when something moves on you and you can't finish it, right? So, all right, so on one of these, I'm going to do some Flirty Flamingo dark on the inside and light on the outside. Hopefully we can get through this one with our failing but still pulling through marker. Oh, we made it. I think we're done now with this marker. Phew. Okay, then the next one I'm going to do Highland Heather, and the final one, as you probably guessed, Melon Mambo. That is my dark. So I'm just kind of going dark on the inside and then light on the flowers. I did put a little dark on these, but you can do whatever you like. You can mix up the colors, you know, where there's different colors on the insides, what have you. But I like this too because we don't often think of these colors for flower. Like this is the sunflower, right? So I would probably think yellow. In fact, I think we did do a yellow one at one point. But it's, again, it's your card. You can color it however your heart desires. Okay, so there is my Melon Mambo. And I think that's everything. Now we're going to put it all together. And there's one more thing we're going to add, and it's going to make you giggle. Actually, it's really awesome. And one thing that really surprised me, well, okay, I'll get to it, but hold on. Now you can see like this one, I feel like it's pretty similar. So I'm just going to throw a little more dark in the center to make it stand out a little bit. Now, I always believe too that flowers should have clear Winkostella on them. So here we go. And my clear Winkostella just kind of blobbed out a blob of Stella. So my first flower might have a little extra sparkle in it, but that's all right. That never hurt anybody, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is stamp my sentiment on here, because if I don't, I'm going to run out of room for it. So it's the roar means, and then we'll fill that blank in dinosaur. So I'm going to stamp that in my black memento. I'm going to leave just a little bit of space up here so that I can put my happy birthday in the center. And actually, before we move on, let's do the happy birthday. I'm going to actually stamp that on a little skinny strip of some Melon Mambo. So I cut this, you're going to laugh. When we did the 3/8 inch strip before, I thought that was just a hair too big. So I cut this down into a little less than 3/8 of an inch. How do you like that? The problem with our English system of dimensions is they're not really good when things get below about a quarter or a half of an inch. It gets tricky to be pretty accurate. So it's all right. We'll make it through. All right. So I'll stamp this with some Versamark on my little piece of Melon Mambo that I have treated with the embossing buddy. And then we'll take, and here is where it is so nice to have some tweezers. Oh, but we probably should put powder on here first. That'll make the whole process go better, right? Powder. Ooh, Longmire. I watched that. Was that when we got Izzy or when we got Milo? I watched Longmire on those mornings. We got up at like 4 in the morning with the puppy and couldn't fall back to sleep. where the puppy had a lot of energy. I can't remember if that was Izzy or Milo. It was one of them. Oh, that was a good show. That kind of ended weird, I thought. Lioness. I've heard that's good too. That's another one on my list. I don't watch a ton of TV, but those are good shows to watch while you're stamping, if you ask me. Okay, so now I've got my little sentiment, and I always like to kind of wipe off that powder that I put on here because it just, ugh, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut this at a little angle for fun, like that, and then we're gonna add this to our card so you can see where I wanted the spacing so that I don't cover it up with anything dinosaur-y, if you know what I mean. All right, so we'll pop this up with a little edge piece from our dimensionals. And then trim off the excess. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. There we go. All right, now we can arrange our dinosaurs. So because this is kind of up here, I'm going to take my short dinosaur and put it here. Then I'm going to add this dinosaur. And then I'm going to add this dinosaur over here. We'll throw some rocks kind of in this little gap. And then we're going to put something, and this is going to crack you up when we show this, because it's pretty funny. So right here is this rock, right? Well, in our stamp set, there is a stamp. And let me find, well, here, I'll use my Post-it. It's, this is so funny. You guys are going to so laugh. At least I think it's hilarious. So it turns out that despite it being maybe an abstract flower, is actually a pair of spectacles. So you could put spectacles on your dinosaur if you wanted, and it goes either way. So like that was one direction. I could put it on the other direction. But in this case, we're going to use this as some flowers. So I'm just going to stamp a couple of these right here, and they're kind of coming out from behind our rocks. How funny is that? That just cracked me up. So, okay, so we've got that. I'm going to start adhering a couple of these things down just so that they're kind of in place. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at you guys are like connecting in my live. That's fun. I love it. Joanne. I would not have figured that out really either, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so I'm going to use a glue dot to position my dino right about here. I just don't want it to be too close to the top. And we're going to put some of our bushes in front of this, so no worries there. And I do want to color this, though, before we go any further, because our next dino might block this particular flower a little bit. So I'm just doing one of each color, dark and light. So we've got Melon Mambo for one and Highland Heather for the other. Oh my gosh, so cute, right? And that reminds me, we're also going to put a couple of these in here, like so. We're going to add him right here and make sure there's enough room for this last one here. And I think we're good. We've got it all. Yay. Okay, so let's get everything else stuck down. This is like the best part, is putting all of the pieces together and seeing how your project comes together. Oh wait, there's one more thing we need to do though. I knew I was going to forget that. The balloons. Okay, so our balloons are going to go up here. So we need our little string. And the strings are going to just kind of come like that. And like that. Okay, now we can keep going. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process getting these on here, right? Okay, now our dino can cover some strings. That's no big deal. I do want him up just a scotch higher. It's not I mean, none of this is super critical of the placement. I just didn't want to run out of room over here, and I top or bottom, or left to right or top to bottom. Okay, so I'll put a couple of glue dots on this last one, and we just need to leave a little bit of space for our top hat, and our last flower is going to go over here. Okay, so party hat time, and flower. Like that. We'll stick these flowers down, and then we're going to come in and add our little bushes. I think I actually want this one up a little higher. And this one can go a little lower because, again, we'll have bushes in here too. All right. And it's okay if they go a little bit over the edge just because, again, we'll have all the things. All right. So we're going to add in balloons. I'm going to pop up my Melon Mambo balloon. And I'll stick that one kind of behind. And I'm going to add my top hat. Because seriously, it's so cute. And then I said I was going to pop this one up. Grab a dimensional. Okay, there we go. Last but not least, oh wait, bow tie. So we could put the bow here, or we could put the bow here. What do you guys think? Should it be a bow tie or a hair tie or a hair bow? So let me know in the comments. And while you are thinking about that, I am going to add in our little bushes. Okay, so let's see. This first one I'm going to do with a glue dot, and then... Okay, everybody's saying hair. I kind of agree. I think that's a good choice, guys. Okay, so we're going to kind of clean up all the mess of all these different things by putting bushes in front of them in places. So I'll put a little bush here, and that kind of just tidies up things a bit because we do have kind of a lot going on here. Not going to lie. There's some things happening here. I don't want to cover that one up too much. I missed a dot. Let me grab this one. There we go. And then one more over here. Oh my. There we go. Like that. Oh my gosh. It's just So cute, right? Okay, last but not least, the bow tie. Ooh, where is the bow? Oh, it's on here. Now, when you have a little thing like this, your take your pick tool can be quite helpful. Okay, so hair bow was what we decided. And we're just going to throw that up here. Now, we don't want to cover her eyes, so make sure you've got this on at enough of an angle that the eye is showing. And oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, then for the inside of my card, we're going to just add oh, let's see. We're going to add Hope Your Birthday is Dynamite. Now you could stamp a dinosaur in here if you wanted, but if you're like me and you're like, that was a lot, I think we're just going to add the sentiment and it'll be great. So I will take some Melon Mambo and stamp this in here. Hope Your Birthday is Dynamite. Boom. So cute. All right, we'll add that to the inside. Now, the best part is our next project is really easy, and I'm going to show you the actual flowers that are in this stamp set, which I think you're going to love. Oh, Carol, thank you. I loved all the hearts. That was fun. Oh, and it might not be showing up. It's saying held for review. I think it's just fine. Thank you. So there we go. Oh, my goodness. So I hope you love this. All right, so that was our project. Again, this was the putsy project of the whole event. We're next going to make a super cute and easy project. So I like to think we have a little bit of everything for people in this event. So there's really putsy projects, there's not as putsy projects, so we're good to go. There is a lot going on with this one, for sure. Now, a reminder, not all of our projects have been anything quite this crazy. Oh, but you know what? I do actually want to add a couple of little gems. Not a lot. I mean, we've got plenty happening here, but I'm going to just tuck in a couple dots. Well, I don't actually think I need to put one on there. I'm going to put one right here, and I'm going to put one right here, and finally, I'm going to put one right there. So I've got three dots on my card just to add a little fun. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's that. Then our final project is, like I said, it's a cute little pouch. It's really easy. And I will tell you that I recommend trying this on like a scrap paper or a piece of, well, a scrap. I was going to say, or a piece of DSP you don't like, but I don't know. Do we have those? So I'm going to take a piece of my Bokeh Designer Series paper, and I'm going to score this at, let's see, I think 1 3/8 of an inch, like that. Okay, then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to score again at 1 3/8, but I'm only going to score to that score line. Okay, so basically I'm going to have a 1 3/8 inch little square right there. And then I'm going to scooch it over to 4 1/8 and score again. Again, just from that score line to the top of my paper. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is move this back to 2 3/4, and I'm going to score. Oh, I just cut it. I knew I was going to do that. I'm going to score the whole length, and then I'm going to score the whole length at 5 1/2. Okay, so 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 5 1/2. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to cut out this little tab, I think I can still make my project even though I cut a little bit. We're just not going to tell anybody that that happened. Okay, so then I cut up on my little tabs at the bottom, and I'm trying to look and see, do I have tape on my desk? I could tape the back of this. Well, I have some washi tape. That could work. I was going to say Scotch tape would probably help me fix this. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this together with some washi tape. It's like it didn't even happen. Okay, now I'm going to fold on my score lines. And then I'm going to create a little box bottom like this. And then I'm going to adhere this little tab. Okay, so I think tear and tape is pretty easy. Oh, Mary, I don't know if I did say this. It was designed by Ange McKay. She is a demo in Canada. And I was going to tell you guys, I was almost going to do it like in a different color scheme, just, you know, for variety, but then I chose to do it in her color scheme because it was kind of fun and different. And obviously it matches the paper. So I'm just going to burnish this. And this is why I don't like tear and tape a lot, because if you overlap it, you kind of got to pull that backing out. I suppose if you pulled it off and then put another layer on, it would work. But anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fold this in half and adhere that. Okay, there's a little tear and tape that was on the top. We'll get rid of that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first tab down, and then I'm going to put some adhesive on here. I'm going to use my Seal Plus because it's just a little easier, in my personal opinion. Okay, so I'll put that in, and like sticking something in here might help. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to repeat that with this one. And I'm going to repeat it with this one. So here again, this one, definitely try this on a scrap piece of paper before you use the paper you want for this. And then the top is just going to be covered. So you can put like little candies in here. Like I've been saying all along, cash works. Diamonds work. Gift cards will fit in here just fine. So you can put whatever you want at the top, and then we'll seal it up. I'm just going to pull my gift card out of here, though. There's actually still $25 on this bad boy. I've never used it. Okay, so let's decorate this cute little pouch. And you can see it stands up, so that's super cute. So to decorate it, in your little pack of die cut pieces, we have our last two pieces. We've got a big circle and a banner. Both of these have been die cut from the Stylish Shape dies. And these are such versatile dies. If you don't have them, I definitely recommend. Now we need two die cut pieces that we haven't used so far, and that is the rocks and the last dino. So what I'm going to do with this is quick color. These are easy coloring. We'll use our Highland Heather and Melon Mambo. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm going to use Fresh Freesia and Blackberry Bliss. My apologies. Kind of change up the colors. Well, you can use whatever color you want. You could also, actually, you know what? I might, well, we'll go with this. You could also use Berry Burst. I think I might use Berry Burst because that's the color of my paper. instead of blackberry. But again, it's not that, this is not the critical part of this. Okay, so I'm going to color one more dino with my cuteness. So fun. I do think, by the way, coloring is so kind of therapeutic to do. I think that's why I like watercoloring so much. So if you, you know, if you just wanted to sit and color, you know, like in front of the TV while you're watching your new show, or as my husband likes to call them, your stories. That is such a great idea. And then you can, you know, keep them for future cards. So whenever I have extras of something like in die cuts from a set of dies or a bundle, I always put the extra pieces in a little clear envelope and then store it with my stamp set. You can do that with colored pieces too. So if you're feeling in the mood to color, go ahead and just take some of these dinos, stamp and die cut them, and then just bring them to the couch and color them while you're watching TV. And it's just kind of fun, therapeutic, easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to do my dark berry burst on here. Ooh, I like this. And that goes so nicely with our DSP. And these would be great little Valentines, by the way. You could put, you know, a couple, like 2 or 3 Hershey's Nuggets in here, or, you know, just a couple pieces of candy, like wrapped candy. And then this would be such a cute little thing if you have kids who make Valentines, or if you bring a little Valentine treat to your work, to your office, or to your neighbors, the neighbor kids, whomever. This is very Valentine-y, in my personal opinion. It's not just for birthdays. So you could add a little Happy Valentine's to this, or our sentiment is gonna say you're the best, and that would work for Valentine's too, really. Okay, so there he is. Oh, so cute. And actually we're gonna paint his nails. And so now it's a girl. And I see I missed just a little tiny touch right here. So I'm just going to touch that up. Perfect. Then we'll do our rock in our smoky slate once again. So I just do the dark on the lines and then the light everywhere else. It's just so easy. I love that it's all been kind of figured out with the stamp image where the shading should go. So that makes things just so convenient. And again, I do kind of recommend, I never used to say this, but I do recommend the pre-die cutting because it just makes me crazy to, you know, die cut something and then have it get messed up. Okay, now I'm going to show you the real flowers in this stamp set, and you might not have realized that's what they were. Because honestly, I didn't. So I am going to start, first of all, I want you to see how this is going to be arranged so that you can see where we're going to stamp things. So we're going to put this there and there. And then I want to add some flowers. So for that, I'm going to take some Granny Apple Green ink. And just kind of a reminder, this helps us figure out where everything goes. Now you don't want to overlap these, the grassy stuff too much in terms of the tops of them. The bottoms, no problem, because the bottom will just kind of fill out the die cut circle. So there we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Berry Burst ink pad. You could also use like Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to stamp these little flowers right on top. How cute is that? So I didn't realize what these were. I was like, oh, why is there a cheetah pattern stamp in this stamp set? Not realizing, yeah, they're flowers. So we'll just add those on here. And how cute is that? It's almost too much. All right. Then let's put it all together and add it to our treat bag. Okay, so I'm going to use a couple of glue dots for my dino, like so, and then I'm going to add my rocks kind of tucked in behind here, like that. So cute. Okay, and then we've got this little tag or banner. You can stamp and heat emboss your sentiment in white once again. Ooh, there's an I love you in here, so that would work for Valentine's too, depending on who you're sending it to. If you're sending it to the neighbor kid, I don't know, maybe that's not the right thing you want to say. If you're sending it to your boss, I don't know, maybe not what you need to say. I'm kidding. I keep thinking of, because you know I have to bring everything back to Friends, the time where Rachel's boss, she told Joey he wanted to buy her baby. Sorry, it just makes me giggle. Okay, I'm going to put this a little bit more off to the left-hand side because we'll tuck it a little into the back of our dino's neck. Okay, and where did my tweezers go? Oh, these tweezers are just so handy. Okay, I'm just gonna put one more layer on my powder. We'll heat it up and then we'll be good to go. And then last but not least, we will just close up the whole thing. And breaking his neck. Her neck. I'm putting it on like that. Okay. Oh, well, I hope you guys are just delighted with how fun these cards have been. And we'll reattach the head and neck since we kind of ruthlessly pulled it off. There we go. Oh, so cute. That is a little crooked. We can fix that. No problemo. Oh, so cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my little pouch, like about there. And I like to use dimensionals for this, but you can use whatever kind of adhesive you want. I just got to find mine. Here they are. So fun. And I hope this has given you all kinds of ideas for projects that you can create for a variety of different things and impress your friends and relatives with your stamping skills, like for real. Okay, I don't know if you were with me yesterday. I cut a piece of ribbon too short, and so I think I'm going to use it on here. Now, you can punch a hole if you've got a hole punch with this, or you can poke a hole through with your I'm just going to kind of poke three hole. Well, I'm making like a slot is what I'm trying to do. This is an old 1/8 inch handheld punch, but I'm just kind of making a slot with that. But you could do the same thing with your piercing tool. And I'm going to just feed my ribbon through like this. And then I'll cut that piece off. And then this is kind of my little hack. Actually, a bigger block helps. Throw a block on there. And then you can use that block to kind of hold everything in place so that you can put some gold twine in there. And you can tie a bow. And then that'll hold it closed. Now, another option is you could just staple this closed. And you could staple the ribbon on if you wanted. Another option would be to hold it closed with a paper clip and then tie stuff onto the paper clip so you could just pull that paper clip off real easy. Do I have a paper clip handy? I do not. But that is another option, just a plain old paper clip on here, and then you can tie the stuff onto the loop of the paper clip and then push it on. That's just a couple of suggestions for you on this. But there you go. Again, if you loved this video, the thumbs up and subscribing to my channel would be so good. Do you want to see all the projects? Because I have them all handy. I can bring them in and show you every single project we made this week one more time. I might have to move my camera up to fit them all in here because there's just so many. And then I'll remind you, if you would like a PDF for everything we've made, I would be so grateful for your order. The PDF can be purchased for $25 or you can get it for free with a $60 purchase in my online store, and you'll get all kinds of other goodies I mentioned at the beginning of this video with your purchase as well. And then I'm just kind of clearing my space so I can bring in my other projects. I did manage to make a pretty decent sized mess here for this video. Okay, are you ready? It's going to be a lot. All right, so we made this packet, or this little gift bag. I gotta find my card. These were the ones I designed on day one. Then we made, on day two, this cute card and this little box. And then on day three, we made, this cute card and this cute box. So fun. Day four was we already did that one. This card and this bag. So fun. And day five was this fun card and this little bottle hanger. And finally, today's day 6 projects were this card and this little treat holder. So I can't even get them all in here at once. There's just too many. Let me see what I can do. Almost. I literally, let's see if I can lift this up a little higher. That might help. I can almost get everything in here. A lot of projects this week. That's a lot of fun stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you had the best time. If you have any questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, thank you again for being here with me. I will see you right back here Monday evening for my regular Monday Live. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, friends.